Well, many state lawmakers are headed home for the three-day weekend. Monday's a federal holiday, and the deadline to file legislation passed last night. There are several bills attempting to strengthen victims' rights this year. News Channel 5's Mark Bellinger has a look at just what they'll be considering.
There are several victims' rights bills filed, including at least one that failed last year. Remember the disappointment on the face of Holly Bobo's mother?
Just want to let everyone know, speaking for myself and probably most everyone here, we will continue to fight for our victims' rights.
A bill she supported requiring victims' photos be shown to jurors during a trial failed in committee. Prosecutors stopped using pictures, fearing a higher court would overturn a verdict because the pictures were prejudicial to jurors. The bill is back again this year, and supporters are hoping for a different outcome.
We stand by the statement I have made from the very beginning. This man is not guilty of these charges.
Remember the domestic violence case involving Nashville real estate developer David Chase. Legislation is filed that stops judges like Casey Moreland from waiving the 12-hour cooling-off period. Judge Moreland was reprimanded by the Tennessee Board of Judicial Conduct for waiving Chase's jail time. Chase was released and accused of beating the victim again. The bill is just one of several victims' rights bills that will go through the House Criminal Justice Committee chaired by Representative William Lamberth.
This year specifically focus on making sure that our victims are taken care of both in the processes of the court and in sentencing option to judges and in bond conditions to make sure that those victims are both not re-victimized and that we hopefully reduce the numbers of victims of crime in our state.
Other legislation requires anyone convicted of vehicular assault or vehicular homicide serve a mandatory minimum sentence before they're eligible for probation. And if they have a past alcohol-related motor vehicle conviction, they'll be fitted with one of these.
Basically, this draws in vapors that are emitted through the skin about every 30 minutes. It stores that information in this bracelet.
It's called a transdermal monitoring device that must be worn as a condition for the probation. There are also crime bills filed up here that order tougher sentences for repeat violent offenders who refuse to obey the law. On Capitol Hill, Mark Bellinger, News Channel 5 HD.
Mark, thank you. A subcommittee in the House begins hearing several of those bills next Tuesday.